Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Wednesday the 25th of July. So starting off with the euro dollar, it's getting to that point where it's so choppy leading up to the ECB meeting on tomorrow that direction is difficult to determine really. Yesterday I was looking for the downside. It eventually did have a reasonable move to the downside, but it's not obvious from where it is at the moment on any side. And as you come down the time frames, yes, it eventually rolled. Didn't roll as far as I thought it might have, but it's chop and as I say, making things difficult at the moment. Maybe if we see a clear break of the lows sitting across here, it may give us a bit more guidance, but we're seeing it so often in the mornings recently where it's given us the spike and then moving complete opposite direction. So we'll have to, as I say, sit and wait and see how this pans out this morning. But at the moment, not looking obvious. Okay, cable. Cable's got a slightly more upward bias at the moment, and it managed yesterday to close up positively. As I say, got a slight bias there. It seems to be coming through. We've just looks like we're just about to close in and confirm a higher low on this 4-hour time frame. But here's we've got the daily pivot untouched below. It's not necessarily looking wonderful from where it's sitting at the moment. It's almost pushed up back to that 60-minute 500, the R1 area just above that. It may still pitch through that. So it is a slightly, as I say, a slightly rising market at the moment. It probably got a little bit more sort of direction than what we can see with the euro, but still, well, we'll see if it bangs into that 500. Maybe it will give us an opportunity to sell for the pivot sort of direction. But you just see there's no real buzz in these markets at the moment. They are flattening out a little bit, and you should be cautious. Smaller positions, or just don't trade it. Okay, dollar yen. Well, another one that's flattening out. The last couple of days. Was looking at one stage and I thought we might have got an early pitch through. This is the one I was discussing yesterday with the potential. It just never managed to push back up, and it has just consolidated since. It looked like it was going to go at one stage, at an earlier stage. It's broken through that 50 moving average I was talking about now, but I really need something a little bit more than that in this current market. So it's as I say, a bit directionless at the moment, like many of these markets. So if it can get a more positive move above these prior highs there during the week, I'm still looking above us. There's a weekly pivot, but it needs something to really drive it, and we're not seeing anything of that nature at the moment. And there's very insignificant news out today. Aussie dollar. Another one, you can see it's literally chopping each day, mostly in the range of the previous day here, so not really giving us too much in the way of guidance. There is I'm looking at this and there's sort of movement, certainly movement. It's just it's pretty contained within the range. From where it's sitting now, if we did see it start pushing up, well, maybe it could push back up towards its prior highs, then R1, then probably pull away again. There's little to really give us too much of a clue what's going on here. It's bounced off the weekly, but it's again difficult to read. Canadian dollar, then, you know what I'm going to say. This is one, as I've said so much, I was expecting more of a bounce originally. It's just not going anywhere at the moment. It's just sitting there, consolidating in this phase. Looking at it, well, if we've got some sort of correction, looking from these markets, you probably draw a line across the low somewhere here and expect some sort of breakdown. It's if anything, looking more sort of like it could do but whether it will do is another matter, and this sort of choppiness makes it very difficult to do anything with, swing anything. So that's pretty much it for the day. Quite a quiet one at the moment. As I say, with the euro, we're waiting for the ECB decision tomorrow, so we've got Draghi speaking at 1:30 tomorrow. Today we have got some some data coming out at 9 o'clock. We've got the German IFO business climate. We've had the inflation data out overnight, or 2:30 UK time. But crude oil inventories at 3:30. Maybe we get a bit of movement in oil, but these markets, as I say, are pretty consolidated at the moment. Maybe the euro will start leading off this morning. Have a great one. Bye for now.